Yo, what's poppin' PokePals? Rare TCG coming at you with a brand new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Scrafty that came out in the Black Bolt and White Flare set. It has one attack called Ruffian's Attack, which does 60 damage for each heads that you flip. Now, how many coin flips do you get? You get one coin flip per dark Pokemon in play, which is absolutely insane. Considering how many great dark type Pokemon there are in the format right now, like Zoroark EX, which has the trade ability, allowing you to discard one card from your hand to draw two, and these do stack, so if you have 4 Zoroark in play, you're drawing 8 cards after discarding 4. We also have Farigiraf EX, which is a dark type Pokemon, which prevents any EX Pokemon from attacking your Pokemon if they're a basic EX. We also have Pecharunt EX to help maneuver our Pokemon in and out of the active position. And of course, there's this Fezandipiti EX with its Flip the Script. Anytime one of our Pokemon goes down, we get to draw 3 cards. So it's an amazing, amazing time to be a dark type enthusiast. We also play Area 0 Underdepths because we do play the Farigiraf, which is a Terra Pokemon, and that will allow our bench to expand to 8 Pokemon as opposed to the usual 5, allowing us to get 9 coin flips with Scrafty, because Scrafty is a dark Pokemon itself, so it gets 1 coin flip for itself. So in theory, you could be doing up to 550 damage if you get 9 coin flips for heads, which obviously isn't going to happen. And we also play 2 copies of the Brave Bangle, so we can get that up to 580, which is knocking out literally anything in the format. So, I mean, like 5 or 6 heads is enough to knock out anything in the format. We play 2 copies of Janine's Secret Art to help us get our dark energy into play. We play a couple copies of Evolution to try and get all these Pokemon evolved quickly, because we do have a lot of Stage 1 Pokemon, hence our A-Spec of choice here being Hyper Aroma. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the deck pretty much speaks for itself. Let's go see it in action. Right, here we are starting things off in game 1. We have a Zorua in the active position, which is not great, but my opponent looks like they're taking a Mulia, and it looks like it's a Dragapult Zard deck. What else is new? So, I've been going on the internet, because it's Saturday now, it's the day after the Nintendo Direct, and I've been seeing a lot of controversy towards the Pokemon company with their decision about the new Megas and all this other stuff. So I kind of wanted to give my opinion on what I think about them, and honestly, I think they're okay, to be honest with you. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and Mega Greninja, they're locked behind online play. So now you have to pay extra for the DLC, you have to pay extra for the online play. But like, if you're a Nintendo Switch enthusiast and you have a Nintendo Switch and you've been playing on the Nintendo Switch, then this isn't an issue for any of us, because we've been playing, you know what I mean? We're already paying for the service, so why not just add a little extra oomph to get our money's worth out of our service? Because how many Pokemon players really play on the internet as opposed to like the VGC players, you know what I mean? So I think it's perfectly fine that they lock the Kalos starters behind like online play. I think that's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna get, actually, you know what, I'm gonna get into Zoroark here, because we're already playing online. If you're a Pokemon fan, if you have a Nintendo Switch 2, if you even have a Nintendo Switch 1, because remember, ZA is coming out on the Switch 1 as well. It's not just a Switch 2 game. So I really don't understand like the backlash that's going on right now. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I really don't know. Also, in terms of Mega Raichu X and Y, first of all, I want to know in the comment section down below which one you guys prefer. Do you prefer Raichu X or Raichu Y? Me personally, I am a huge Raichu X stan. You cannot change my mind. I think Raichu X has the better design. Oh, let me test this Evo. I just think Raichu Y is too Pikachu-ish. And nothing wrong with that, but I also don't like that, like, what do you call that, like, the Raichu Y has like the horns and the ears. I think if they just stuck with just the horns or the ears, it would have been a superior design. But because it has both the ears and the horns, that's what's really throwing me off. I think if they just stuck with one or the other, it would have been a much cleaner design, and I would have leaned more towards Mega Raichu Y over Raichu X. I mean, listen, I'm not completely sold over Raichu X. I don't know what's going on with the twin tails going on there. I think they're too long. I think if they were maybe shorter, I get they were trying to make like an X design out of Mega Raichu X, but I don't know. I don't feel like it hits as hard as Mega Raichu Y. Raichu Y has the better design, but again, the ears are what ruin it for me. I think if they fixed the what's going on with his head, it would have been a much cleaner design. I mean, it would have just been Pikachu that's orange with a Raichu tail. But you know what? It's simple and it works. You know, sometimes more is less, as they say, and I fully agree with that statement in this scenario. More is less. Oh, good. We are getting Iono because we had a horrible hand. We haven't even gotten a Scraggy out. And Zoroark is not made to attack in this deck. He's just there simply for drawing purposes. That's his only focus. If I can get another Scraggy on the bench, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm hoping I can. And we get the Area 0 Underdepths, so that's good for us. We got Pecharunt. That's good. So now we got Free Retreat. So let's start building up our bench now. Let's see if we can get myself another Scraggy. I am going to have to get rid of a Scrafty here, which is not great. We got Fezandipiti. It doesn't look like we are going to get another Scraggy. Let me just get one more. Dark. Nope, we got another Zorua though, so that's good. We can attach this to this guy, and then I think I'm just going to... I think I'm going to put Farigiraf in the active. He can't one-shot me, so that's fine. I don't want to use Janine just yet until I get another Scraggy. And right now we have nothing but dark types in play. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 dark types in play. One more Scraggy would give us 9, which will give us 9 coin flips on our Scrafty, which is absolutely insane. If you want, you could also play Binding Mochi with this set, because you are using Pecharunt to help get you in and out of the active position. But I really don't like the idea of poisoning Scrafty. I mean, that's pretty much what Pecharunt does, but I don't like the idea that like you have to rely on Binding Mochi. Like, you can just slap the Brave Bangle on with, you know, no risk attached to it. Okay, we do get another Scraggy with the help of the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and we have another Dark Energy. Oh, we're gonna have to bounce somebody here. That's not good. We have to get rid of 2. So let's get rid of this Zoroark because he's damaged, and let's get rid of this Farigiraf. We don't need 2 Farigirafs. Alright, so that was a little bit of a bummer. But it is what it is. We can always get ourselves another Area 0 Underdepths. I'm not quite sure why they bounced the stadium though, because it was helping them as well. I mean, I get that they want to set up a little more, but how much more setting up can they possibly need? They have Dracloak in play, they have a Charizard in play. I don't know, but that's just me. But the other thing I saw people complaining about online is the DLC. Why do we have DLC before the game is even out? Simply put, because everybody's leaking the damn game. Like, there's no better way to put it. Nintendo knows that the game is leaked. They know it's leaked. We already know about all the megas that are in the game, so they said, listen, we gotta drop this DLC now because people know about the megas. We didn't know anything about DLC. That came straight out of left field. That was never leaked. That wasn't even fathomed in the community. So they had to drop that DLC. They were kind of put into a corner to do so. But I don't feel bad about them having to, you know, push the DLC, simply because Nintendo does it to themselves. Well, not Nintendo. Game Freak does it to themselves. I don't like that we like put this notion that like, oh, Nintendo's in charge of Pokemon, because they're not. But they do it to themselves. They cannot control what gets leaked. They have a horrible time keeping secrets. Like, I don't know who is on their hiring committee, but they're not a good fit, in my opinion. They're always leaking their games. But that's why the DLC had to be announced, because the game was leaked. They have to bring something to the table that's new and different, because we already know everything about the game. So that's my personal theory as to why they had to announce the DLC before the game is even launched. Alright, we got ourselves a couple more Zoroarks here. And so, let's see, we talked about Raichu, we talked about the DLC. Oh, got another Scraggy. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I think the locking them behind online play is fine because we're already playing online. If you have a Switch 2, chances are you're already playing online, so we don't mind paying for the online play. And there's 5 heads, that actually might be enough. Nope, we needed 1 more. See, this is where we need the Brave Bangle. Damn! If we had the Brave Bangle, that would have been an OCO. Anyway. But yeah, I think the online play is fine. That just gives us an incentive to keep playing ZA, because I know, like myself personally, once I beat Legends Arceus, I had little to no reason to keep playing Legends Arceus. So I kind of forgot about Legends. Like, people think Legends Arceus is the greatest game since sliced bread. I honestly don't think so. I was not a fan of Legends Arceus. I like the story, I like the concept of it, but I was not a fan post-game. I think there was not enough post-game material for me to honestly warrant it as like one of the greatest Pokemon games of all time. I don't see it that way. I'm sorry. You can say what you want. My opponent is just going to pass? Very interesting. Okay. We got Janine, so we can set up 2 more Scraggies here. I know, I'm like completely like disregarding the whole gameplay footage here. Talking about stuff that happened yesterday, but I just feel like I wanted to address it as a Pokemon fan myself, as somebody who plays the main series games, somebody who plays the spin-off games. Like, I think ZA is going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal game. You cannot tell me otherwise. I think it's going to be one of, if not the best Pokemon games of all time. Okay, there is no way we don't get 1 heads here. We're flipping 9 coins. There's got to be at least 1 heads. There it is. Okay, we knock out the Charizard. Nice. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Like, Game Freak had to announce DLC because we already know about all the megas. I mean, I've even been talking about the megas on the leaks on my channel, and I'm a card game, channel, so that's how like prominent it is. So they had to announce the DLC. I'm not, upset about them putting. Oh, that was the other thing I had to talk about. There's this other concept that people are saying, oh, Pokemon and ZA can't be transferred to your main series games because they're not going to introduce home compatibility. No, that's not true. They announced that home compatibility is coming out in 2026, and any true Pokemon fan knows that. They don't want you buying the game and them having home compatibility day 1, because everybody's just going to do exactly what you're thinking. They're just going to import all their Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, all their Pokemon from Sword and Shield into ZA, and then just breeze through the game with level 100 Pokemon. And that's not what they want you to do. As a game developer, I completely agree with that sentiment. They should wait until 2026, and then once everybody's had a feel for ZA, everybody's beaten the storyline, then you allow them to have home compatibility. Sword and Shield didn't have home compatibility when it first came out. Scarlet and Violet didn't have home compatibility when it first came out. These are just like protocols, if you will. Okay, my opponent is not AFK. I don't know what they did last turn then. But this is just a protocol, and it makes perfect sense from a gameplay perspective and from a marketing perspective. You don't give access to older games in the newer game at first, because you want people to experience the newer game, playing with the Pokemon that are available in that game, using the Pokemon that are available in that game, and not allowing you to just breeze through the game. Why are you spending all this money on a game, which, by the way, people are complaining about the price, but then they want to play it on easy mode? Like, if you're going to pay that much for a game, just play the game the way it's intended to be played. I don't understand people's mentality in that regard. So that was my other thing I wanted to say, is home compatibility is coming. Cerebi.net did confirm it, that it is coming in 2026. So, also, I don't mean to theorize here, but I'm pretty sure Joe from Cerebi is like on the Pokemon company team. He just is sworn to secrecy, because that guy knows way more than he's letting on. I'm telling you, he's got to have some kind of inside job with the Pokemon company, because he knows things long before we do, and I think it's a little suspicious. I'm just gonna swing here with Scrafty. He's gonna go down anyway, so I mean, in hindsight, I could have brought up this Scrafty, but I'll let this guy go down. 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads. Oh, 6 heads. This Dragapult's definitely gone. Nice. Nice. 6 heads takes out a Dragapult or a Charizard. Okay, good to know. Without the Brave Bangle, of course. Which I really should be getting Brave Bangles out. They're probably going to promote the Charizard. Why would they not? And I'm just going to promote my Scraggy. There's no other Pokemon for me to promote other than Scraggy, because they're going to swing at me for a buttload of damage since I only have 2 prize cards remaining. But yeah, those were all my thoughts about the the recent Nintendo Direct and the Pokemon games. I know I said yesterday that Chestnut is my favorite, hands down. I think that's like the sentiment amongst the community, that Chestnut got the best Mega out of the three of them. Although it's a close tie with Delphox. I have seen a lot of Delphox stands in the Discord, and Mega Greninja is by far the weakest one. He's terrible. I don't know who thought Mega Greninja was a solid design to put out there. Why he has to be surfing on a shuriken upside down is beyond me. I understand like it's like an anime trope or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't work with Greninja, and a lot of people don't think so either. So my sentiment is not my own. Although people have been saying that, like, oh, why didn't they just make Ash Greninja like the Mega Greninja? Because you can't. It's already established as Ash Greninja, which is like no longer a thing, which is kind of sad. I know the Pokemon Company complains that, oh, there's too many Pokemon to put into the game, but like they keep adding their own problems, so I don't know what to tell them. Like, oh, we can't put all these Pokemon to the Pokemon game because there's too many Pokemon for the system to handle. So then why do you keep making like a bajillion variants of the same Pokemon? You know what I mean? That's like, it's like a double entendre. Excuse me. Not a double entendre. Jeez, I was just choking on my own saliva. It's oh, what's the analogy I'm looking for? It's escaping me right now, but if I think of it, I'll just shout it out later. Do I want Scraggy? Yeah, let's get Scraggy. Why not? We need more coin flips. And we definitely need more coin flips, so we're going to dig through our deck a little bit and see if we can get ourselves another Pokemon. Oh, we got the Brave Bangle. That's good. So that'll save us a coin flip. Can we get another Pokemon? We got Girafarig. That's not a dark type. Okay. I don't think I have another dark type in the deck, actually. Hold on. This will tell me if I do. I do. I have Zorua. Nice. Okay, cool. So we are hitting for as much as possible right now. So let's flip, and hopefully we get 6 heads. Or 5. There it is, 6 heads, nice! And there you go, guys, this deck just took out a Dragapult and Charizard EX deck. Wow, that was a phenomenal showing. And I got to talk about things I wanted to talk about, so let's move on to the next match. Okay, here we are in Game 2. I think this is going to be my last game of today. It is early in the morning, but I do have things to do today, so I do apologize for the shorter video today. And it looks like we're going to have to take a mulligan once my opponent sets up their side of the field. I did just record a match before this one, but it was such a terrible match. Not because of my performance, but because my opponent was taking forever to get themselves set up. So I'm going to exclude the last match and just include this one, because hopefully we get a better opponent this time, because they ran the clock all the way down to like 2 minutes before I had to concede. I had to concede because I ran out of energy. They just kept like getting rid of my energy, and it was a whole annoying matchup that you guys did not want to see. And my prizing was terrible, but what else is new? But yeah, so we're here, second match. This is gonna be my last one of the day, and I don't want you guys sitting through that long and boring matchup, because I didn't really like show the deck off that well, because I didn't really get much opportunity to attack last game. But, okay, we got a Ho-Oh, a Charmander, and a Torchic. So this looks like another Charizard EX deck. Or, it could be not the, let me get 2 Scraggies. Not the, what's the word I'm looking for? Not the Terra Charizard EX, the one that everybody knows. It could just be the Charizard EX with, like, it takes like 5 fire energy, and it does a lot of damage, something like that. But that's what I'm thinking. But as I was thinking in between my matches, I know I've been talking a lot about the ZA DLC, because that's like what I'm most hype about. I'm so hype about Legend ZA. But there's also that other Pokemon game that got announced, the like Animal Crossing Ditto game. That looks so much fun. And believe it or not, when I was a kid, when I was like 12 years old, I was like obsessed with Pokepark. I was like, what if there was a Pokepark game, but instead of playing as Pikachu, you played as Ditto, and Ditto had like this grand adventure, and you had to learn from other Pokemon how to use attacks and all this other stuff, and then they showed off this game, and I was like, oh my god, this is almost exactly what I thought about when I was a kid, but instead of Pokepark, it's Animal Crossing. So I thought that was really cool. I was really excited to see that. We do get our 2 Zoroarks. We get a Scrafty down. We're doing all right now. We can... Call me crazy. I'm going to get rid of the Brave Bangle just to dig a little more. Get a Buddy-Buddy, but we don't need that, so we can get rid of that. Get my 2 energies that I've been looking for. And unfortunately, we don't have Pecharunt. Not yet, at least. We can still find him with the Area 0 Underdepths. So we have to find the Area 0 Underdepths and a Nest Ball, and that will... Okay, there's the Area 0, but I don't want to pop that down just yet, in case they do play a stadium of their own, and then they could just bump our stadium. So I'll wait until next turn to play it. So I'm excited about the Ditto game coming out, and from what I heard on Cerebi, it is going up for pre-order in November. So I put it on my calendar. November, we are going to pre-order that game. I just hope that it's not like Animal Crossing in the sense that when I completed my island on New Horizons, I stopped playing Animal Crossing because I was like, okay, well, I have the island that I want. I don't really see a need to keep playing Animal Crossing, and I stopped playing Animal Crossing. I hope it's not like that with the Ditto game, where it's like, you build your Poketopia, and then, like, there's nothing else to do. Like, there's no, like, reward or anything for just playing the game, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that every game has to have a reward for playing it, but it's nice when, like, your efforts go noticed. And my opponent's just going to pass. Okay, thank you very much, I guess. We get an Ultra Ball, that's good. So we can get rid of a Farigiraf and discard using the Ultra Ball to get ourselves the Pecharunt. Oh, I don't want to discard that. Oh, that's a lot of energy. You know what? You know what we'll do? We'll get rid of the Ultra Ball. We got a Nest Ball. There we go. Nice. There's our Pecharunt. Okay, so let's get the Pecharunt down. And that will allow me to finally get this Scrafty into the active position. And now we're going to Iono, hopefully get myself some more Dark-type Pokemon that we could put onto our bench, and start flipping. We got Dark-types, but they're not ones that we can put into play, unfortunately. What do we have in the discard pile? We have a Farigiraf. That doesn't help me because that's a stage 1. We can't just plop that down. Hopefully we flip enough to take out this Ho-Oh. 1, 2, 3. That's not enough. We needed 1 more. We're always just shy of 1. I noticed that. We're always just shy. Alright, well, it looks like my opponent is taking a while to make their decisions, so that's fine. I don't know what it is today. Everybody's playing slow, maybe because it's 10 o'clock in the morning and, you know, everybody's not, like, really wide awake. I just woke up this morning. My fiance is getting her nails done because she has to go to a shower later today. So I was like, well, I got the house to myself. I'm just going to record while it's nice and quiet and get a video done. And I had this Scrafty deck ready to go, so I was like, you know what? Let's showcase it. Alright, I think it's official. My opponent is AFK because that is 2 turns in a row that they did absolutely nothing. So I think I'm just going to set up the Scrafty on the bench and call it a day. And then hopefully we can get ourselves something with Zoroark here, like another Zorua or another Scraggy. We get another Scrafty. That's the wrong Scrap. Let's get rid of one of these. And we still get nothing. Okay, that's fine. We'll just flip with our Scrafty and hopefully get 1 heads. That's all we need. There we go. Nice. 180 again, taking out the Ho-Oh EX. And if they don't have another active position quickly, then I know... And there's our Scraggy. It was prized. That's why we couldn't find it. Yeah, they are AFK. Oh, okay, looks like we're going into a Game 3, because that was not a great showcasing. Okay, here we are, Game 3. Hopefully the last match of today, because I really have to go places today, and I have to start getting ready, and I'm running into the worst opponents because they keep stalling and they keep going inactive. So hopefully this guy is actually here and playing the game. Please, sir. I need a way to get going around here. Alright, so I think what I want to do, let's see what I top deck, but what I want to do is Buddy-Buddy Poffin with Arven. Yep, let's do that. Let's use the Buddy-Buddy, and we'll get the TM Evo, we need that. Let's put one Scraggy, one Zorua. Let's put a Fez down in case we get knocked out. Do we have Pecharunt is prize? Okay, we need to remember that. Pecharunt is prize, people. Let's do this, let's do that, and let's just evolve into the Zoroark and the Scrafty. Very nice. We only have 2 Scrafties, so 2 Scrafties are prize, but none of my Zoroarks are prize. That's good to know, because we have the 4th one in our hand. Okay, and we will get the 4th one next turn. We have the Iono in our hand, so we are doing A-okay right now. I would like to Pokégear and hopefully get myself Janine Secret Art. But unfortunately, if I do, I still won't be set up because I still need a Dark Energy. If I could top deck a Dark Energy, Pokégear for Janine's Art, then we'd be fine. Okay, so it looks like we are going up against Ethan's Typhlosion. That is another great 1 prize card deck. They're going to Golden Flame here, getting themselves 2 energy onto the Ho-Oh. I think, actually, if I were them, if I had Ho-Oh, I would probably want to play like End's Plan. I think there's potential there. Ethan's Ho-Oh and End's Plan. Like, I know people play, oh, you know, people will be like, oh, well, just play, Nope, we didn't get it. Okay. We're gonna fail that. Just play Armor Rouge. It's like End's Plan for like all the time. But yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to retreat this. I think I'm just gonna let the Zorua go down. Call me crazy. I don't want to put the Zoroark in the active position. And I got another Zoroark anyway. So let's get Girafarig. Let's get an energy. Put that onto the Scrafty. And I think I'm just going to swing here for 20. Why not, right? 20 damage is 20 damage. It might go a long way, it might not go anywhere, but can't say I didn't do anything with this Zorua. Hopefully we don't get bossed. That would suck. I had to put the Girafarig down because we need to get Farigiraf out so we can start using Area 0 Underdepths and start building up our bench for our Scrafty. I kind of don't like that it's flip a coin. Like, if this was an EX, that definitely would not be a flip a coin scenario. That would just be straight up for every Dark-type Pokemon you have. And I think that's a little unfortunate because, like, Terapagos gets, like, an attack like this that's nowhere near as good. And it has to be just straight up Dark-type Pokemon, so I don't know. I feel like they could have did it without the coin flips. But, hey, we're getting a little flippy today. Why not, right? You gotta take some risk every now and then. They get the Tepig in the bench, which means they are going for Emboar. The Fire Piggy. They're going to just attack, taking out my Zorua. I'm going to attach to my Scrafty. I could evolve this Zorua on the bench, put another Scraggy down, which will give me another Dark type for another coin flip. And we should have enough to take out this, what do you call? Okay, let's get this down. Let's Iono so we can get the most out of our drawing right now. Hopefully we get Area 0 and Farigiraf. We got one. Oh, we got both. Nice. So we can use this to get ourselves 2 Zoroark and a Farigiraf. We could put down the Farigiraf. There we go. We could put down the Area 0, extending our bench. Then we can get rid of this Ultra Ball. Sure. Ooh. Does that help us? It does. We could put Zorua back on the bench. And that will allow me to put down Zoroark next turn. So that's good. We can use Fezandipiti. I mean, look how much draw potential you get with this, guys. Look at this. We got another Dark type on the bench. And then we can use this to get rid of another Arven. Get another Dark Energy, which we don't need, but we're flipping 8 coins right now. There's no way we don't flip enough heads to take out this Reshiram. We need 3 heads. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's gone. Yep, we got him. Nice. Nice. And just like that, we were able to set up completely. We do need a Janine, though. That is definitely going to be crucial. We got a Scrafty, so that's not bad. And we can promote the Farigiraf, which will protect us from Ho-Oh. So that's good, too. And because Pecharunt is prized, they are going to have to find a way to get this Ho-Oh out of the active. They're probably just going to retreat and take out the Nemona. Interesting. Okay. They might be looking for an Ultra Ball to get rid of that Ethan's Adventure. I keep wanting to say Ethan's Journey. It's Ethan's Adventure. Yeah, Ethan's Adventure. Oh, they have the Precious Trolley and we helped them out because they have They're just going to get 2? Okay, interesting. Well, at least I have an opponent who actually looks like they know what they're doing this time around. I don't know what was going on in those previous matches I was playing. So I'm glad we're getting a good showcasing here. Losing on camera, I really don't, as long as I get a good showcasing of the deck, because listen, when you guys copy and paste my decks into your deck list, I'm not saying you're gonna win automatically. That's not what I'm saying with these decks that I make. I don't guarantee any of that. We haven't used a single Janine, so there's definitely a Janine in this deck. There definitely is. We just have to find said Janine. Okay, so let's start building this up, Buttercup. Can we get another Scraggy? We get another Zorua. That's fine, I guess. And we have 1 Scrafty in the discard. That's fine. We could do this. We could put that down. And we have 3 chances to get ourselves Janine right now. Come on, Janine. Nope, we got a TM Evo. Let's get rid of that Evo. Nope, let's get rid of that Girafarig. Earthen Vessel. Okay, well, let's flip the script. There's Janine. God, that was so hard to find. Oh, please tell me I didn't put all my dark energies into my hand. I'll be very upset if that's the case. Nope, we're good. Nice. Okay, so we are completely set up. The unfortunate thing is we cannot get Farigiraf rather out of the active position, but I'm totally okay with that because we had a chance to set up our Scrafties. It's okay if they sit there and do nothing. If the Ether Typhlosion is fine because I could boss that up next turn if they don't retreat, or I could just boss up the Ho-Oh. What I don't like though is that they're going to take out my Farigiraf, and that's a problem. No, they're not, because they just attach the energy to Reshiram. Unless they have themselves Emboar in their hand and a Fire Energy, which they definitely do. Nope. Moving cards around. Okay, they're attaching... Oh, right, they can use Golden Flame with Ho-Oh, that's right. They don't even need Emboar. So what's the point of the Emboar? Nope, you can't attack me, my good sir. I don't think he read that attack correctly. Or my ability correctly, rather. So let me attach this here. And, I think I just want to Iono. Just get their hand down a little bit just to play around with them. And I only had 2 cards left in my deck anyway, so I had Iono there. Okay, we got a Farigiraf. And I think we're just going to end it there. So they have to retreat. And I'm glad that they do, because I could easily take out the Ho-Oh, but I cannot take out that Ethan's Typhlosion with Scrafty. I mean, I could take out both with Scrafty, but what I mean by that is Typhlosion is going to make a bigger dent in my board state than Ho-Oh will. So I am actually okay with them retreating into the Typhlosion and using the Typhlosion to their advantage. They're going to Inferno Fandango probably to the Reshiram? No. Onto the Flareon and the Reshiram. Okay, nice. So Flareon, Reshiram should be set up, right? Yeah, he's set up. He's got Boomerang energy. They still can't attack me. I kind of wish I had the Air Balloon in my deck right now for the Farigiraf. But it is what it is. They might actually just deck me out. Oh no, I didn't think about that. They might just deck me out. They're gonna Hilda. Probably for a Pignite and another Fire Energy. Yeah, I might have messed up here, guys. They might actually just be onto us, and they just might deck me out. Oh, it's so unfortunate that we prized the damn Pecharunt. Yeah. Oh, no, they're going to switch. Okay, good. So they're going to take out my Farigiraf. I am totally okay with that. But this is why I put Farigiraf in the deck, because of its ability Armor Tail. Yes, you can attack with that Flareon. It is not a basic EX, so that's fine with me. And I would much rather you do that. So I have to think to myself, what do I want to get rid of here? Nope, they're not even going to take me out. Never mind. Okay, next turn they'll take me out. So what do I want to get rid of here? I think I want to get rid of Fezandipiti and 2 Zoroarks. I don't need to draw anymore. Drawing is no longer a necessity at this point. Unfortunately, we won't be hitting for maximum power because we are going to be losing our bench space, but it is what it is. I mean, they could always buff the stadium now, and that way I have to make that decision now, but it is what it is. Alright, there it is. They're going to take out the Farigiraf finally, and that will allow me to promote my Scrafty, and hopefully we flip enough heads to take out this Flareon. And we still have our boss in the deck, so I am totally okay with losing these things. My opponent chooses their prize cards. We are going to choose 3 to discard. Okay, we're not choosing our bench yet, so let's get rid of you, and you. I'm okay with that. Trying to keep this to a 1 prizer as much as I can. I do have another Farigiraf, so if worst came to worst, I could just build it up again, but we don't have anything in the deck to do so, so I'm not even going to. So let's promote the Scrafty. And I have a Zoroark, but that does not help me. I think I'm just going to play the Farigiraf just so I can get an extra coin flip next turn. Not for any other... Oh, I promoted the wrong one. I was supposed to promote the one with the Brave Bangle. Damn it! I'm not paying attention. I did not use my Bangle, though. It could be in the deck, but I'm not going to go flipping for it. I have to flip all heads. I have to go flipping for it, don't I? Man! Alright, let's just flip. Let's just flip and pray. Can I get 5 hit? No. I can get 3, though. That's not bad. Even if that was the Scrafty with the Brave Bangle, we still couldn't take it out because we didn't hit the heads that we need. So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, this looks like it's a losing matchup. They're just going to attack, and I'm going to promote the Scrafty, but they've already won the prize trade at this point. Oh, prizing that Pecharunt was such a dagger, man. If we didn't prize the Pecharunt, we totally could have won this matchup. We could have gotten that Farigiraf out of the active, we could have taken out the Ho-Oh, and then we could have taken out the Flareon with the boss's order. And there's the boss. Ugh, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not too upset. You guys got to see what happens when you prize the Pecharunt. And that's not even enough to take out the... Wow. Oh wait, it is because of the Brave Bangle. Wow, that Brave Bangle really saved us there. That's good. And this is another reason why I prefer the Brave Bangle over the Binding Mochi, because sometimes you're going to prize your Pecharunt. And there he is, a day late and $1 short, and there was my other Brave Bangle I was looking for. Wow. So we got screwed over by prizing in this matchup, so I can't even really be mad. And I'm not really upset that I lost this matchup. We did get a phenomenal showcasing of the deck once again with this gameplay, so I'm not mad. Like I said, I don't mind losing on camera as long as I get to showcase the deck in the way that I intend to show it all. So I am not mad in the slightest. Alright, that is going to do it for the Scrafty card from the Black Bolt and White Flare set. Let me know what you guys think about the card and how it plays. I think I did a pretty good job showcasing it with the Pokemon that I paired it with. I think this was a pretty solid team that I've established here. And also, let me know what you guys think about the Nintendo Direct and my thoughts and comments on it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Discourse is good for everybody. So if you got opinions, leave them down below in the comment section. I love reading your comments. I'm also so grateful for you guys for leaving all the likes and subscriptions that you've been doing. We're on our way to 50 subscribers, so let's keep it up. We've been building this channel so quickly, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for it. So this has been your boy Rare TCG, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!